Good morning, start of a new week. It's Monday morning, it's the 5th of March. Today I'm just starting out in the greenhouse at home because today's the day we start our sunflower competition. Myself and Jeff Foreman off on the plot, we're having a little competition along with a few other friendly faces. Not you, Chris, you're not friendly. So everybody's welcome to join in. More likely give prizes out at the end to see who's got the largest sunflower head width and also the tallest sunflower as well. We'll see how things go. At the moment I'm contemplating whether or not because I've got lots of giant cabbage seeds which I might put forward towards a prize, because I found that I've put far too many in, so and I've still got a few bits left, a few seeds left as well, but I'll see how things go with them as well. But I'm starting off with sunflower competition today. I'm starting off using the root rye cubes because they've done well with the giant cabbage I've got down here. Just realised I've left, oh no I haven't there. So I've started with the root rye cubes. I've managed to squeeze 2 into each cell here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 2, 4, 8. It's 16 root rye cubes there, and just 4 with normal compost. So I'm going to put me sunflower seeds in here, and I'm going to take these inside. I've had this soaking, so I've put them in. I've left them to soak for around 10-15 minutes. So you can see it's starting to drip on there, which is good. It means they're soaked all the way through, which is great. So what I did was, I've been quite sneaky actually. I've got just the giant sunflower seeds from Wilkinson's. I've got some of them, and I've also got 2 sunflower seeds I was kindly donated by Chris Pugh. I've had them chipping away for the past 24-36 hours in just in some kitchen roll. So I'll just take that out of there, and as you can see I'll be chitting a lot with these. I'll be chitting a lot of seeds coming this year, and as you can see there, let's see if we can or not, I've all started getting a few roots on them. I'll just get a couple out here. I'll try and find somewhere to put them. So as you can see, there's one there. Started rooting on there. That's a good sign. So I'm going to put that one of them ones in. But I've also, these are the ones that Chris sent me. As you can see, it's just starting to peek through there, which is a good sign, because I thought I actually lost these because it didn't look too clever on arrival. But as you can see, the difference between the sizes of the normal ones from Wilkinson's and the ones from the giant ones I got sent, quite substantial. They're a lot bigger than ones, so hopefully we'll see how these go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out the best ones from in here, and of course them 2 large ones as well. All I'm going to do is get them. They've got little holes in these rye cubes. I'm going to push them through, make the hole a little bit bigger, push them in. Job's good, they're done and dusted. So there's not really much to see, so I'm just going to stop it there, and after I've done this I'm going to head down to the allotment. My granddad's bringing his fancy cordless saw over, so I'm going to get some wood cut up and stuff like that, and I'm going to take my box of what needs to be sown this month down with us, and we'll see how things go from there. So I've also started making a bit more space in here at home, because when I start potting on, it's going to be I'm going to run out of space pretty sharpish. I've started building another bench at the allotment as well, so all of that needs to be sorted out and stuff like that. But as of the moment, I'm going to pop these on, and we'll see how things go. But yeah, everybody's welcome to join. You're more than welcome to join in. Keep updated. You can post on mine and Jeff's Facebook pages over the course of the growing season, and we'll see how everybody gets on. So I'm going to get mine started off now, so I'll catch you in a little bit. Right, I'm done with the allotment. I'm a bit hacky black, as I say up here. I'll show you what I've done through that door in a second. As you can see, it's a little bit lighter, so I'll give you a clue. While I've been tinkering around in here as well, I've also just knocked up this bench quickly as well. I didn't really show you that because you've already seen how I build the benches anyways, but this is just a quick one. So I'll just take you down and show you it. So, just a little one next to the fire, not too close, don't want to damage it. So I've just knocked that up. I'm going to put another bench going across there. That piece of wood there is going to be going across there for some more space, just like I have on this side. Then I'll go through here. As you can see, I've taken all of the bubble wrap off, so there's a lot more sunshine coming through here now. So I'll just leave it off for the time being, and if you need to, I can put a section up the top, over the top section where the heat would go, just to keep it in. I've also fixed a couple of panes of glass that were across here because they dropped down a little bit. I've got all my leaks on this side now. I'll not be putting a bench across the top of there because I'll just use this side for the leaks. But I've sorted out this one, tightened it in, lowered it down a little bit, so I can put the seed trees across the top of there. And I've also got to put a bench across there now as well, which is exactly what I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, I'm getting on with them at the moment. The greenhouse is in a bit of a mess at the minute. I've got bits and pieces all over the place, but I've got my leaks there. Sorry to keep spinning you around. I've got all my leaks there on that side. That's in here. This should do well with the light that's in here. It's sitting at 10 degrees in here at the minute, so happy with that. It's a decent temperature. I've got the window open as well, so I'm going to get cracked on with that. I've got these two, this one and that one, to put in there and there. I need to get a plank of wood which I've got outside, which I'm going to get cutting on that, and I'm going to build this bench up here as well. So I'm going to get on with that. So I'll see you once I've gotten that sorted out. Right, it's quarters. I'm busy potting up my Cornish giants, to which I have far too many. I've put far too many in. I mean, there's 20 altogether here, and I've got another 24 at home. So I'm going to end up giving some of these away. So if you're up in the northeast area, and if you would like some giant cabbage seeds, just plants, just if you're in the vicinity of Cromlin and Blythe and stuff like that, just give us a message, and you're more than welcome to have one or two. Anyhow, I'm going to pot these up because they're too big for these little pots now, and I'm going to get them sorted out. So just standard stuff. I've just put them into these little pots. Now the soil is just, it's not humax, it's clover, because you can tell for the state it's in. There's not much there. I'll just shift that out of the way. And it's got a bit of my core in as well. So a spoon, stick to the bottom, lift out, put in. I'm going to push them right down and cover them up from there. I find it really difficult to pot on with this clover multi-purpose compost that hasn't been sieved, as there's just that much roughage in it. Just can't do it. So I think I'm going to have to move back to the Humax for potting on. But anyways, we'll go through these ones, and so there's two, so I'm just going to fast forward. So within a blink of an eye. So that's that done, sorted. The magic of editing, eh? Try something different, eh? Right, so that's a Cornish giant in. They're going to go into the top room there, the grow room, where everything's all set and hanging. I've got everything set and prepared, but as of today, this is me done and dusted, so I've managed to get the sunflower seeds in. Some of them anyways. I've gotten the Cornish giants potted up here. I've got the ones at home to do as well, so I need to sort them out. I'll just spin you around and show you what I've done in there. I've managed to get a bench built here, and also a bench going across the top, up the top as well, and the one through there as well. So I'll just I'll bring you down from there and give you a quick tour and show you in here before I shoot off. Okay, so as you know, I've built the bench in here, like I just mentioned before there. It's a bit of a mess, I'm busy trying to organise stuff, but that bench is on there. It's not close enough to fire to cause any damage or anything like that. I just quickly knocked it up, but it's a bench. I've also got the back section on there as well, so I can put stuff on top of there. And frees up this potting bench as well. So we'll go through here. As you can see, I've taken the bubble wrap off. I need to get it clean on the outside and on the inside as well, I believe. I need to get it clean on the inside. I'll do that when I come down again another time. I've got all my leaks on that side. And I've hung my strawberry baskets up there as well, so they're out of the way as well, which is handy. That's more leaks on the top there. Them corner strands I've just put it on, I've got them there. I've been trying to get a feel of the room to see where I can put what. So I've brought me cups and everything in here and see where I can get stuff. So I'll be able to get all my seedling trays and stuff across the top of there, and across the top of there as well if need be. And still still some space there which I can get in for when these get a bit bigger and I can start potting them on and stuff. So it's coming along, canny. It's coming along. Nearly there. I just need to clean the inside of these windows and see what happens. I mean, it's sitting at just above 10 degrees here, but of course it's going to get cold overnight, so I'll have to put the little paraffinator on. But that's me done here. Not really much to show you outside. It's just the snow's disappeared, so you can see it on the bottom of the garden now. So we'll see what happens with that. Thought I had a bit of muck on the camera there. Never mind. Right, so that is me done and dusted. I'm going to shoot off and go get the sun, little Kyle, and I'll catch you next time. Probably it's not going to be till going to be tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. I'll be back over here tomorrow and see how things go then. Then back over on Thursday as well. So I'm back. So I'll catch you tomorrow. We'll get a plan together and see what I need to get done. But I'm getting a bit done today, I'm pleased with. So just tidying up basically. So we'll get on with that. Never ending job. So I'll see you tomorrow. Well, what a miserable morning up in the northeast. I've just managed to catch me granda here. I managed to get some dinner. So I'm getting 7 eggs. So me and little Kyle, who's going to be coming down later on, we're going to have some scrambled egg. So I'm just going to head in the garden now and get everything warmed up for him coming. I'm going to get started to see what needs to be done. So I'll see you then. Jeez! Little Kyle's come down to help, haven't you, son? You come help Daddy?
Yeah.
We're going to have some, what we're having now, eggs?
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to have scrambled egg and egg sandwich?
Yes.
Yes. We've got the heater on in the middle greenhouse because it's nice and warm in here now because Dad's had it on, haven't I? If I had the heating on for Kyle coming, haven't I? Because it stopped raining. All wrapped up as well, aren't you? Then you're going to help Daddy, aren't you? You're going to come and help Daddy do tidy up?
Yes.
Yes, going to help Daddy tidy up. So we're going to have this and we're going to crack on. Say bye.
Bye.
So I'm in the top greenhouse. I've had a bit of a sort out. Little Kyle's upset because I took the phone off him because he was watching his Dora. Look, oh no. Hiding. So I've pulled my little trays and everything out, and my cups for the coming season before I start sowing and everything like that. So as you can see, I've got my mushroom trays. I know I can get 20 of these Jedi cups. I call them Jedi cups because that's what they say on the back. Oh, they're gone. Never mind. I'll pick them up. I know I can get 20 of them cups per mushroom tray. So I'm going to be putting. So I've getting them all sorted. So this is where so many I can get across the bench there. And I've also got my little mini ones at the back there as well. They come in handy for to start everything off. So I'll be starting everything off. A lot of the stuff I'll be starting off in here. Some of the stuff I'll be starting off in little trays. These trays here, but sorting them out. I don't know, put a little monster here once I get me back. Ready, 1, 2, 3, oopla. There you are, right. Got to keep them at the end. So I've gotten everything sorted there, so I know what's what in there now. So I'm pleased with that. I still need to do a bit of tidying on the bottom. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Put him back doing that on. Sorry about that. Little one wanted to get down. So yeah, I've getting them sorted out. I need to still having a bit of a tidy up in here, but I've getting something sorted out anyways. So I'm gonna get cracked on and see what else I can get sorted out while I'm in here. And Kyle wants to go and play on the swing, so I'm gonna go and put him on the swing for a little bit, keep him entertained. So while the little one's been watching the Dora on my phone there, I haven't really been able to update you what I've been doing. I noticed there was a draft in the top greenhouse in the grow room section. Mind the clatter on, that's just a little tinker there. So I realised in the middle greenhouse what he'd done is just for a temporary fix really is to put that blue cover over, swimming pool cover. So I'll spin this around and I'll show you what I've been doing. And I'll show you that section and also what I did behind is on the chimney section as well, on the fire. So in the top greenhouse, yeah, below, as you can see I've just put that blue swimming pool cover just on the side there, and that stops the draft from coming through there, which is you can already feel the difference in here already. It's great. I mean, like on the other side is all right. I will need in the future to replace these panels because they're deteriorating more and it's dropping all the windows down, as I've already mentioned before. But for a quick temporary fix to get this, keep the room heated and stop the drafts coming through, that's done the job fantastically. So going on to the next bit here. So the fire, somebody, I think it was Neil from Grana's allotment, was mentioning it to myself. If this fire doesn't work, if I can't get it fixed and stuff, I can fill it with sand and also pack it out with bricks, which I would do and put it into the other shed. So what I've done is just a trial run really. It's just there was a lot of heat coming off that chimney. So what I've done is I've just packed around it, just with a few bricks to see if it helps. See if the heat stays where it is. If it does, fantastic. My little magician's back. My little musician, sorry. It's amazing what these kids find entertaining. So we'll see if these bricks should store the heat. So we'll see how things go with that. And if it does work, then great. If it doesn't, I'll just take them off and I can put them down the sides. Or whatever, I can take them off and just leave them. But I've got them there to try and keep the heat in. I mean, as you can see, they're wet because they've been outside, so we'll see if they dry off. The bottom two, as you can see, are dry. They're the two that's already been on there. So yeah, we'll see how things go with that. Okay, right, I'm going to ask the question when to put these shallots outside in the ground. I believe it's now. I believe they're alright, they're hard enough to go outside. But I was just checking these as well, and I'm having a look at the root system, and I used charge, and in fact I did is use charge in this, and look at the root system on that.
Wow!
That's amazing, that. Even Kyle's impressed. So I think it's time for these to go outside, but I'm just going to double check before I do. I'm just going to find somewhere to put them, and I might start putting them in there now as well. So we'll see. Well, I'm calling it a day today. I need to quickly show you because I'm heading back home now. So what I've done outside is I've fed the beds again. So I just need to rotivate that in when it dries off. So I've got that one done, that one done, that one done, and the far one done at the bottom, and I've put some bone meal in the top, them two beds up there, because I think I'm going to put my cabbage in there. Giant cabbages in one of them, so I may put one in there or two in there, depends on the size I can get. Had a bit of a flood with all the snow melting, so we can see there's a bit there, it's a bit boggy there, but also there as well, and there's got some onions floating on there, so they've just come up with. I'll have to sort them out when I come back to it. The sweet peas are alright. I need to sort them out as well, since they got covered in snow and ice. They're alright. Got a system on them as well, but I'll show you them when I come back on Thursday. The heater and everything, the fire. I do have some water in it, just to keep it from breaking, but as you can see, the heat's it's starting to heat up there now. So this one here, brick was wet before. It's now drying off. So is this one. So theoretically, I mean, there's still some heat coming off them, like, but see how things go with that. But I'm done for the day, so I'll catch you on Thursday, because I'm not here tomorrow. May have a visitor coming on Thursday. We'll see what happens. But if not, I've still got plenty to get cracked on with. So I'll catch you on Thursday. Good afternoon. It's tomato sowing day, so I'm going to get started with some of my tomatoes. I had a bit of a problem last year, whereas I put everything in at the same time, and being a newbie, etc., everything came at the same time. So this year I'm going to have a staggered effect with my tomatoes. I've got 6 varieties which I'll be sowing today, and I've also got a 7th which I'll be sowing on later in April, which I'll tell you about in a second, because I can sow them more outdoors and into a colder greenhouse. With my greenhouse in the back garden being sort of a heated greenhouse, basically with the heater on underneath the bench, I start my seedlings in here and I can keep them in through the night and stuff as well. But little tip, when you're starting to sow any seeds, the best thing to do is to warm your soil up. So I've got in the dog bed, in the compost section here, I've got some Leventon's soil and cutting compost. And all I've done is, well, I had the sun on earlier on in the greenhouse, I've just put these propagator trays over the top just to warm the soil up. And through the evening time, when it gets a bit cooler in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these over the top of the trays which I've got down here, which I'll show you in a second. So I'll just spin you around, I'll show you what I'll be sowing today, and pretty much quickly the reason why. So this year, what I'll be growing is, obviously my tomatoes. I've got some Sweet Million, which is these ones here. I've got some Roma, which are here. I've got some Tigerella. I've got some Spanish seeds from Jeff Foreman, and I've also got some American ones as well, some big beef ones. And I've also got a Great British Favourite, Moneymaker. Now, I don't like tomatoes. This might sound daft. I love growing tomatoes because I love the smell through the summer. And in the greenhouse when they're freshly watered and things like that, it's a lovely smell for myself. I love it. But I have started, even just last year, when I give everything a go. When it was a lovely warm sunny day, when I grew these, the Sweet Millions, taking them off, and I was just eating them, handfuls at a time. They were lovely when they were lovely and warm, because it was just bursting in my mouth and the flavour was amazing. So that's the reason why I'm growing the Sweet Millions. You can also grow these in baskets as well, so they're quite handy if you don't have any like ground or large pots. You can grow them in baskets. I've also got some Roma here, which I'm going to try new this year. I was told to try these ones for sauces, because supposedly they're a good sauce tomato, and I do like making pasta sauces and tomato sauces and things, so I'm going to give them a go this year. Tigerella, I fancy doing something a little bit different, so the Tigerella I'm going to sow because they look funky basically. I don't know what they taste like, don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I'm going to pop a few in and see how things go with them. Now these two big beef tomatoes I'm going to give a go as well, just because I can. So see how things go. I'm going to keep things minimum, because last year I had a good 10 to 15 varieties of tomato, which was too much, far too much. Like I say, they all came at the same time. And Moneymaker is just a good tomato, good British tomato, so anybody starting off can start off with a good with some Moneymaker as well. Now what I'm doing this year is, like I said before there, I'm going to stagger the sowing. So I'm going to sow them every 2 weeks. I'm going to set an alarm on my phone, which I'll quickly run through with you in a second after this. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to fill these pots up, these trays up. I've got a couple of lids, which I'm going to just use as separators, dividers, so one there and one there. I'm going to sow basically into these tubs. That's it. All my tomatoes are going to be sown into here. Then I'm just going to prick out when they're ready, basically. So I'm going to set the first lot away, 5 seeds here. I'm going to set 10 seeds away here, 10 seeds there, 10 seeds there. Then of course 10 seeds here as well. And with these I'll just snip the, because Jeff puts them on kitchen roll, which we'll go through later on. Once we're coming to saving seeds and things. I did try it this year with a few things of my own. I've got some chilli seeds here, and I've got some Cavendish tomatoes as well, which I'll start off at the garden when I go back down tomorrow in the cool greenhouse. So I'm going to need to cut these up, but I'll quickly show you that as well. It's going to be a bit difficult because I don't have a stand, so I'm going to have to do everything one-handed. So if you bear with me, I'm just going to get these pots filled up, and we'll go on from there. Quickly as well, while outside, like I say, I've got Leventon's compost, seed and cutting compost here, and I've also got some perlite here as well. Now I got this bag for £5 at Wilkinson's, and it should do us through the cutting and seeding process as well, because I'm going to get some brassicas and stuff sown for the weekend. I'll get started with them. So I'm going to get a couple of handfuls of the perlite, mix it in with the cutting compost and seed glass compost, and I'm going to get cracking on. I forgot to mention about my last lot of tomatoes. Now I went, like I say, I went mad last year and I bought absolutely tons of different tomatoes. So these ones I'm not going to bother with because they didn't turn out very well last year. Ailsa Craig ones, Ailsa Craig tomatoes. Now these can be grown outdoors. So I'm going to try a few of these outdoors in the back garden and at the allotment as well. And because the little Elizabeth likes growing her own tomatoes even though she doesn't like them. So I'm going to let her set some of these away come April. So if you want to see little Elizabeth doing her thing, just keep an eye out for that video in the middle of April. So as you can see, I've gotten them sorted out. What I've done is I've just taken off little cuttings from the American and the Spanish. You can't really see much on there, but oh, there we go. Right, so on there you can see there's 5 to 6 seeds on there, and there's also a few seeds on there as well. So I'll just leave them ones up there. Then when the time comes next week, I'll put in 2 weeks time, I'll put another little square here, then I'll put another little square at the bottom here, and that's them set away. With these ones, I've gotten some money maker into my hand here. I'm going to put two per. I've just poked some holes through my dipper, 5 holes down that way. I'm going to put 2 per hole. So then when it comes to it, I can thin out the smallest one. So I'm going to get cracked on with them. Like I say, I've only got one hand, so I apologise. You can't see what I'll be doing, but I'll walk you. Like I say, I'm walking you through with how I'm sowing them this year. But so I'm going to get cracking with these. So you can see the tiny little seeds in my hand. Yeah, these are the money makers. So I'm going to get them put in now, and then crack on with the last ones up at the top there. Okay, so that's them done. I've put them in. You can't really see very well on there, but I've got the 5 holes there. There's 2 seeds in each one. And there as well. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pop these, that tray and that tray, I'm going to pop them into the propagator lid with some water in, just to get the water to soak up from the bottom. And as soon as that's drained up, I'll turn the lid over, drain the water out, and pop the lid on top of there, and I'm going to leave them on here. So that is the tomatoes done. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the chilies, but I'm going to do the chilies in exactly the same way. So I'm not going to bother showing you to do them. So I'm going to get some more trays. I think I've got some more trays. If I don't, then I think I'll just be waiting until tomorrow to get them sown. So I don't think I have actually. So it looks like I'll be getting them sown tomorrow. Also what I want to get done as well is I want to get these potted up into bigger pots, because they're starting to come away now. I'm very happy with these. Very happy with the chrysanthemums. I should get a few plants off them, considering I only got 2 given to me off my granddad, which was great. I mean, I know these 2 are the same variety, but still, it'd be still nice to have a nice show on them. So yeah, we'll see how things go from there. So I'll see you tomorrow, where I'll get the rest of them stuff potted on as well, and the chilies and stuff.